No, it's not.
That beat is dope. Damn, that beat dope. That beat is.
You know what beat I would like for like a little intro or a little something?
Trouble Man by Marvin Gaye. Bitches Ain't Shit by Dr. Dre.
I would be here for that, but no, that is not what I'm talking about.
I'd rather give you my bitch by Sugar Free.
Yeah, you know that.
Hoes in Different Area Codes by Snoop Dogg. No, what was that? I see the same hoe every other city we go. Every other video.
Either you lighter or
It's
your beard is
about
darker.
Both. I got a black sweatshirt on, and the way that the light is being absorbed by my black sweatshirt, it's lighting in my face.
That shit looks.
It's the way the light works.
Darker than it's ever.
I'm wearing
before.
black.
I
ain't never wore all black
before.
sweatshirt before. I haven't. Not on this show.
I'll probably go look at this shit.
I wore a black. Remember that song Black Sunday when we both wore black?
No.
That was the only other time I wore all black. Are we literally recording?
No.
You sure?
He loves to do this shit.
Okay. We might really be recording.
As a producer, he should not start the show when the talent is not.
Shit, I would. It's like a candid picture. Hell yeah, it's like a candid.
And I got my voice back. What?
What's going on, D-Man? What's going on, J-Rock? What's going on, Chantel? How y'all doing?
Can I get a mic check?
Mic check.
That's what I say. Check the mic. Nah, I really be like, hide this. Because I never been good with asking for head. Asking for head is difficult.
Why do you have to ask for it?
Because you gotta ask for it. When you single, you gotta ask for head.
Do you?
Hell yeah. They
All the dicks that I sucked were not by request.
They not just giving head out here. Okay, CJ. No, you ain't finna give her no fucking pre-show points, nigga.
I am.
That's a fucking cheat code.
I am.
That's her cheat code. Oh, sucking some dick. Here she go.
No. That's that bullshit. That's your friend who does that. I'm not saying it for points. I'm telling you because
What friend you got doing that?
You.
Yo ass.
Yeah, but you know, she used the head button to get the points.
I don't know no head button. And I could care less who wins the show.
She be like, nigga, I ain't even got to do this, nigga, because I got this. Bing, 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 bing. That's what you do.
Look, I don't know what you guys are talking about.
That's her Joker. Nigga,
really?
when you playing fucking I Declare War, you know how you slide that fucking car, she be like, bam, nigga, head.
Do you really believe that?
She be like, I'm a little low on the cards. Let me go ahead and hit these niggas with the razzle dazzle.
Do you really believe
that?
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, that's your razzle dazzle.
Wow. You get the fuck out of here and don't play with me, bro. You finna piss me off.
it's a meaty flavor.
Has she said that before?
No.
Hell yeah.
It's a meaty flavor.
Yeah.
Come on now.
She said something about some meaty flavor.
Y'all, you insulting both of
them. Right. He is trying the fuck out of both of us. I'm not even finna entertain this shit.
I'm not gonna give for meaty flavor.
I'm gonna be like, hey, nigga, there you go. Watch, I'm gonna start pointing that shit out.
Just don't get beside yourself. Are you ready?
Yep.
I'm gonna say whatever I feel, which is what I do here. Is say however the fuck I feel. I can't believe.
And then she said, "Do you gotta ask for head?" Hell yeah.
Nigga, if I'm just saying with my experience, all the dick that I have sucked has not been up on request. I'm gonna suck it because I want to suck it. I'm not gonna suck it because you asked me.
Most niggas gotta ask for head.
Most niggas don't have to ask for head.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Most niggas you fuck with don't, but most niggas.
If I'm fucking with you, why do you have to ask you a nigga? I know you want head.
Have you more or not often asked for head?
Oh, you talk.
Is it? Or do they just like? Oh, I'm just gonna do that. Or do you?
If you like, with her,
they don't say it, but it just happens.
Thank you. It just happens.
Nigga, I gotta be like.
Why you got that?
You don't put your head down there.
When niggas do that, that's when I be like, oh no, thank you.
And shit, like I stopped being single early.
I don't give a fuck.
So like I think after like 20-something year, head just was coming. But when I was young, back in my single days, nigga.
Yeah, what you used to do?
I used to be like, hey.
That's equivalent to going like.
Yes. Wait, no.
Bitch, you gonna suck the motherfucker or what?
Niggas who did that, no.
I'll be like, motherfucker, you gonna suck this motherfucking dick, goddammit. Shit. It ain't gonna suck itself. Who opening it?
You.
For sure.
Since you out here bullshitting yo ass.
You heard that, nigga? Exactly.
Oh my God.
Exactly. Yeah. See, man, that's every blue moon. Females don't just suck dick. Exactly.
Boy, bye.
They don't. They
Who
don't
y'all
just be
fucking
like,
with? Where's your wife at?
My wife?
Tell her to get up in here now.
She's at home in bed.
Tell her to get up in here now. Because she hits it with the real.
She taking a nap. It ain't gonna suck itself. Exactly, nigga.
Right, but you don't have to ask.
Shit. Yes, you do.
We're not saying, we know this is not gonna suck itself. Well, I don't even know what the fuck that means.
I'll be like, could you hide this for me?
Don't hide it, divide it.
Yeah, man, hide that motherfucker.
Don't hide that pussy. Provide that pussy. Don't hide that pussy. Provide that pussy. See? That's a song in Houston.
There it goes, nigga.
We haven't even started the show. They can't hear that shit.
He finna just write the points down.
We might as well just go to the next episode. This
Hell
shit's done.
yeah.
Then talk to your partner about that.
We just gave these niggas a whole episode worth of fucking content right now.
All right.
We did it.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Yes. I don't even know what that means.
Good evening, motherfuckers and motherfuckers. Welcome to the Cat vs. Dog podcast with the legendary, famous celebrity, host, actress, model, comedian, Chelsea Perry from the great state of Texas. Dallas, according to that dark-skinned nigga, but she really from Houston. How are you?
What the fuck is going on in here today? I listen, we are not finna do this shit.
He did that.
It's done.
Oh my God, you are the ultimate asshole right now. Like both of you. Both of you.
I'm just interested.
Our super producer Ben Ready is a real live asshole. And so is my amazing co-host and asshole. They're both assholes.
I just introduced her.
Yeah, I didn't see nothing wrong with that. I thought it was great.
All he did was play the music.
And hit that goddamn button by 30 times. Stop it.
What, the applause? Like you not used to applause.
Gosh.
Live audience
applause. Exactly.
It's
real applause.
That real shit.
We just bullshit.
These niggas trying
She used to being on stages with thousands
These
of people watching. With a celebrity in front of her. Dion Cole and the likes.
Oh, I just want to talk.
Look, she leave here and get real fucking claps, all live audience claps.
Yeah.
And she come back down here
to the ghetto
and get buttons pushed.
Exactly.
Music
to the trap with a fucking fireplace behind us.
This is making me so uncomfortable.
Yet you're comfortable on stage with fucking celebrities, famous people.
They're regular
interviewing
people.
them.
They're regular people. They're no.
What about all those thousands of people that's all scattered under y'all watching y'all?
Listen, why are we doing this right now?
You don't even get stage fright, but you uncomfortable with two niggas in the hood.
Oh my God. I get nervous before we start. I always get nervous.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
I get nervous.
I'm comfortable. Now, when we was at that day party, I was nervous as a motherfucker. I was sweating all through my shirt and shit.
No, I wasn't nervous at the day party.
Because you're not nervous around big crowds.
Yeah, no, not big crowds. The larger the crowd, the easier it is for you to blend in, though.
I just got a picture of naked or some shit.
My mama used to tell me that when I was in, like, middle school. I'm like, that's really some inappropriate ass shit to tell a child.
No, it's not. Naked.
Well, no, she would say...
Even though you don't even know what a motherfucker look like naked.
Exactly. That part. You don't. So, yay. We're up in here. What are we talking about? No, how was your week?
Huh?
How was your week?
It was cool, man. You know, fucked up as of recent. Rest in peace to the legendary Kobe Bryant. That kind of put a big ass damper on my shit.
It definitely did.
I was having a pretty okay week till I got that news. Rest in peace to him and Gigi, his daughter. 2020
is already off to a very rough start. You know what though? I read something that said a lesson is still a lesson even if pain is the teacher.
Pain is the best teacher.
something that we take for granted is leaving the house and coming back. It's an underrated blessing that I feel like sometimes we just pass right over. So, because I'm sure he rides helicopters all the time. I'm sure he didn't think that this would be the last ride.
Nope.
So, it's just so tragic.
Tell your family you love them every time you leave the house.
Man, every time.
You might not get to tell them that shit again. I do that shit all the time.
Prayers go out to Vanessa and just the entire Bryan family because their baby, he finally had a son, right? After like 4 girls, and that child is only like 2 or 3 months old.
It's fucked up.
Like I just can only, like, even Lauren London's son is like 3 or 4, but it's like, do you really know your dad when you're 3 or 4? It's like you need that father
You don't really
figure.
have no memories.
You're not gonna have any memories, and this child definitely is not. And so that just is a sucky feeling. And then prayers to, listen, there were a total of 9 people on that plane.
The total went up?
I heard it was Kobe's daughter, the coach of another team, that child.
Another parent.
Yeah, another parent, and then 1 more child. So, I'm sorry, maybe like 5, total of 5. And I don't want to not recognize those people. Oh, 7?
Yeah, 7 total now.
Yeah, rest in peace to everybody involved.
Yeah, I don't want to not acknowledge those lives that were taken as well, or who were gone on.
Yeah, because that's all fucking bad.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure nobody planned on going out like that.
Well, I heard it was like a 15-minute ride. It was supposed to be from Calabasas to where?
Thousand Oaks.
Thousand Oaks.
Yeah.
That's literally up the street.
Yeah, like, if they drove, it would have been 10 minutes.
Okay.
If that. Because I've done that drive multiple times. And them shits is like real close to each other. But Kobe takes the helicopter basically to beat traffic. Like, right. LA traffic is fucked up, so he like, shit, I got access to the motherfucker, so why not just fly over this shit?
And I'm sure he wouldn't have put his daughter in any type of situation. That's why I want to know, like, I know when Aaliyah passed away in her plane crash, reports later came out that they had warned them beforehand that, oh, the weight was too much with all the equipment and they should have taken some things off, and the plane had issues earlier that day. And they were like, well, it's just a quick ride. Come on, let's do it anyway. I can't see Kobe being notified of that and still saying, oh, okay, I'm putting me and my daughter on here any doggone way.
But see, the problem is that happens a lot more often than people think.
What?
Like, that simple negligence, like thinking, oh, okay, it's only around the corner. Because like, as truck drivers, we'll have an issue with the truck and be like, shit, man, I'm only going to Kettleman City, I'm just gonna take this shit. Mm-hmm. Like, I've literally driven a truck with a tire missing because it wasn't far. Oh, I ain't got no load, so I'm just gonna take this motherfucker to LA real quick. The tire gone, but fuck it, I'll be all right. I ain't even gonna see no police. Like, literally. That's motherfuckers do, exactly. People do negligent shit a lot more often than you think.
Listen, no, I think I do negligent shit not when my child is with me. There are times where I'm like, I have looked at Bailey and said, if you wasn't in the car, I would have ran that light. You know what I'm saying? We'll do shit by ourselves, but when my child is with me, I'm a lot more watchful than I normally would. I'm a lot more cautious. And we're talking about a father over a daughter. I just can't see. And again, I don't know this man.
No, motherfuckers don't play like that with their kids. I'm sure they thought it was 100% safe. I don't think he'd have put his daughter in literally a fucking helicopter. Because like me and my partner was talking about that shit. The thing that's so scary about helicopter, because my wife wanted to take me on a helicopter ride for our anniversary. And I was like, I will be fucking terrified.
Why?
Because it's a fucking helicopter.
See, here's the thing. This is what I do hate, especially with black people. One bad thing happens, right? And now we just off the shit completely. No, you know how many successful flights there are? Like, I've never ridden in a helicopter. I definitely want to and still am going to take a helicopter.
But that's just like motherfuckers jumping out of airplanes. That's for them motherfuckers. I'm not jumping out of shit. Exactly, but that's what I mean. It's not like, oh, one helicopter went down, I'm scared of helicopters. No. The thought of what can go wrong and how it could go wrong scares the shit out of me. Like, I've flown all over the place. because if the plane run out of gas, it'll like coast. I'm like, I could survive that shit. But if I'm fucking flying in a helicopter, once them propellers stop, we fucked.
You can survive a plane running out of gas. And
You've seen a lot of people say, "Oh, plane crash, 38 injured, 2 dead, everybody alive." You've seen people survive plane crashes. Helicopter crashes, I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck that. Them motherfuckers go boom when they hit the ground. So I don't trust that shit. I don't know about a lot of people surviving a helicopter crash. I know about people who survive plane crashes. I see it on the news a lot. Planes crash a lot. And I still, if I got to get to New York, I'm taking a fucking plane. If I got to go to Georgia, I'm taking a plane. I went to Indianapolis, took a plane. Florida, I've flown a lot. I'm not afraid to fly. But a helicopter, nigga, you in the egg with a propeller on top. I don't trust that shit.
Okay. So no helicopter rides for you?
No, hopefully not. Especially now. Because we talked about this shit.
Why especially now?
Because this shit is fresh. It's like, I'm sure after the Titanic sank, a lot of people didn't want to go on cruises.
I'm sure.
But that's what I'm saying.
Look at us now. Cruise ships everywhere.
Yeah, but that's what I mean, though. Like, it's cruises ain't gonna go extinct because of fucking a boat went down. But right after, nah, you ain't just finna jump right on the boat right after one sink. Nah, hell no. Or not niggas who got, you know.
Honestly, I would think that this would be the perfect time because now motherfuckers is paranoid as ever. Now motherfuckers is gonna make sure shit extra safe and extra this because of what didn't happen.
I'm gonna be extra safe on the ground.
I feel you. So this episode, we're talking about I don't want to say notorious, but extremely popular Netflix documentary about Aaron Hernandez.
That nigga was notorious.
Yeah, I think the case was notorious. Because then, you know, we all know that he killed himself on the heels of a verdict. And the Netflix documentary, listen, I saw the case. I remember when it came out. I remember talking to my mom about it and the whole nine, but I did not know all of this backstory, which I feel like plays a great part into what was going on. Here's my thing. No, most people didn't, like you and I as a person, but I feel like amongst the NFL, a lot of motherfuckers did. A lot of them know. I've heard this now from 5 football players out of their own mouths that they would not let their male sons play football.
Shit, because of fucking CTE.
Just in general.
Play football.
Listen, Baby had asked me he wanted to get back in, and he played Pee-wee with the little flags or whatever, and then as he got older, he gravitated towards some other stuff, but here lately, he's been wanting to get back into it, and then I watched that shit, and I was like, nah, I'm good. Yeah, we'll stick with basketball.
I got 3 little cousins right now headed right to the NFL. They love that shit.
Yeah, I feel like
I don't trust
it's big business, though.
Hell yeah, it's a lot of money involved.
It's something that's never going to go away. That's what I feel like. But it is very, very, like, when you really look at that shit's barbaric. Yeah. It's very barbaric.
But that's why it's so popular. Because, like I was telling my homeboy, literally the reason that I enjoy football is because no matter what happens, it's going to be excitement. Either a nigga going to score a touchdown or a nigga going to get smacked. Either way, I'm going to enjoy what happens. Somebody going to get hit or somebody going to dance.
Why do we find enjoyment out of somebody getting hit?
Shit. It's just human nature. It's enjoyable to watch motherfuckers crash into each other. That's why motherfuckers like MMA. That's why boxing is popular. That's why hockey is popular. Motherfuckers just like to see people get hit.
That's crazy. So in correlation with the premise of our show, relationships, I feel like that was also one of the hugest parts of why he ended up in the situation that he ended up with. Starting with his mother and father and that whole dynamic. Hella weird.
I wouldn't say weird. It's just...
What?
Yeah, because an abusive drunk father... That's not all that weird.
I feel like maybe we watched 2 different documentaries because I heard we pre-discussed this clearly, but I did not see where he had said that he was drunk and abusive. Tough on them, tough as hell, maybe a little too tough. Verbally abusive, yes. But I didn't see that part.
No, they said when he would drink, he'd come in there and put hands on motherfuckers.
But he loved his father so much.
Yeah, but shit, like motherfuckers love abusive parents.
But and respected him and regarded him. Listen, like
because
normally,
he was a hero in their city.
Normally, if the father is abusive like that, the son comes to reject that shit at some point. Because especially around those teenage years, 15, 16, 17 years old, his mama was on some bullshit.
Yeah,
them conversations between him and his mama, once he even got locked up, he was like, damn, Mom, can I just talk to you?
Because he lost respect for her.
He lost respect for her, but she had never, I don't think, really been there for him. Because I'm not going to yell and fuss at you off of one time not hearing me. We're talking about years of not having a safe space to be able to come and talk to you about shit that's going on. Do you know what that does to anybody's mind when I feel like I don't have no fucking body to talk to? And the one person, right, we all ought to have our mama, you can't go talk to, that fucks a person up.
Yeah, but...
And then she talking about, give me $1 million?
Yeah.
I would have told you everything would have been okay if you had just gave me $1 million.
Yeah.
Bitch, I'm behind bars right now facing a murder charge and you talking to me about money.
Yeah.
You're something's wrong with you.
Yeah, his mom was practically the equivalent of a hood rat.
Definitely.
But it's like, you know, a lot of, like, again, the reason I don't say weird, because I know motherfuckers who got family dynamics like that. Like, they
that's just weird.
It's not weird. Not if it's happening often, it's not weird. It's toxic.
No. Just because we got a whole lot of, listen, don't get offended. I'm just going to say it. Transgender shit is weird.
Transgender.
It's weird, but it's a lot of it now. That is something, you can have a lot of something and it still be weird. And I'm not saying weird necessarily has to be negative, but it's still weird.
Remember, she said it was negative. When I called her friends weirdo, she said it's negative. It has a negative connotation.
You're going to have to pull it back.
Niggas with them painted fingernails. Those artsy niggas. Them artsy weird niggas. You was like, oh, weird has a negative connotation when you say it. Yeah.
Weird also, okay, you're right. It's how you use it then. Because my thing is, transgender is weird to me because I don't understand it.
It's different.
I don't understand.
Yeah,
something can be different and I understand it.
Yeah, but in that case, it's different and you don't understand it.
Okay. We'll agree to disagree on that one. Cause
that's what it is. You just going around. That's some different shit. You go ahead and do your thing with that. Whichever one of those things you do, go ahead and do it.
I think I feel like his life would have been completely different had his daddy still been around. Completely.
Possibly. But shit, his father was, he had his role in the shit too. Because
you think his father played a role in
his father was a heavy homophobe. Just like that quarterback. Like, if your daddy is suppressing who you are, that could fuck you up.
That's true.
That's part of why he was so suppressive when it came to homosexuality. That's why he called motherfuckers those things. And when he was in jail talking about he'll fuck a faggot up. Like, that's from being raised in a homophobic environment.
So do you think that still would have led him?
Yeah.
That would have led him to murder someone over that?
Yeah. Like, I know a lot of gay motherfuckers who grew up in fighting and beating up gay dudes because they was trying to suppress their own homosexuality. Like, they was in a battle with who they were. They were struggling with their own sexuality. So they rebelled by taking it out on open homosexuals, even though they themselves were gay. Some niggas I know, like, I had a gay homeboy who got beat up by a nigga who he was fucking with.
I've heard of situations like that.
And it wasn't even because he was going to out him. It was just on some, hey, gay nigga over there. And he like, nigga, you was just kissing on me. Like,
because here's my thing. That person puts them at risk because that person knows the real them. Yes, his pops would get drunk and abuse him.
Yeah. His pops was abusive.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. So if his father was alive, like, that's not to say that he'd have been any better off. But
not necessarily better off. I just think it would have been
a lot
different.
more of her toxicity after his daddy passed. She wouldn't fucked with his cousin's dude. brought this motherfucker to court and other little shit. I think she brought the motherfucker to his daddy's funeral, if I'm not mistaken. Like, she was doing all type of, like, wild, crazy shit.
She was on some other shit.
And that's why
she had some major issues.
And that's why he lost respect for her. Because, you know, like, the way that they spoke to each other showed that he didn't have no respect for her.
I think he didn't have no respect for her, but I also think that their dynamic was just weird. Let me not use that word anymore. I think their dynamic was one that was challenged, where they had been through a lot of ups and downs. I think you got to realize too, if she's in an abusive home, I could not imagine being with someone and allowing them. It's one thing to let somebody hit and abuse you, but to sit here and let you abuse my child. As a parent, I feel like I tell my son that all the time, that's my number one job, is to protect you.
A lot of time, that's what makes a motherfucker not respect the parent.
So that's why I feel like the downslope started.
Yes. You didn't say shit, like, you a punk motherfucker to me.
He lost respect for her long before that. Yeah. I think that was part of it. But then at the same time, it's like, as a son, you see your mom getting abused. It's
But shit, she was getting it cracking too, because they was talking about in the thing. She hit his daddy with a chair. In the opening of the documentary, they had a violent altercation. His mom and his dad, and then he banged her head up against the sink till she was unconscious. But them motherfuckers was getting cracking, so it wasn't that she was just scared of him. She just wasn't defending him against them. And that's probably what it was. Like, damn, bitch, you willing to squab when y'all fighting. But when it come to me, you backing up and letting me just get fucked up. But again, they just had a fucked up relationship.
Yeah, the relationship, the household was toxic for sure. So
and the crazy shit is, it was probably one of those families that looked good to the outside, because everybody was talking about how they loved how they family got in. Oh, the dad was a hero in the town, and the son was the tight end, and everybody loved him. Because remember, that quarterback dude was talking like he wanted to dig Aaron Hernandez up and give him one last...
Oh, the one who used to play on the high school team with him? Yeah. Here's my thing. What would make you want to tell the story now? So I saw someone post too.
Bag involved.
Okay, bag involved. Because I saw someone post, instead of Netflix dropping a documentary about the dangers of CTE and how it can cause you to do all these different things, they dramatized Aaron Hernandez's situation and gave you all these ideas and propaganda so that it would deter from what could have really been a real live issue had it been nipped in the bud.
Because CTE is not entertaining. They're in the entertainment business. They're not in the information business.
Listen, having a whole head, a whole hole in your skull and non-development, that part was interesting as hell to me.
It's interesting to people who are interested in educational things, but the average consumer is interested in entertainment. They want to be entertained. They want to see drama. They want to see gay shit. They want to see motherfuckers getting into it and closeted homosexuals and niggas crashing into each other. They don't want to see somebody saying, and this is the part of the brain that made him do that. Like, that shit is boring, so they have to sass that shit up.
Should we be sassing shit up to deal with real issues?
No, but in order to get the bag, that's what they do. That's why TMZ is so popular.
Well, I have my own thoughts on TMZ. So, fucked up family dynamic. He's suppressing who he is. The sister, his wife.
Yeah, she arrived.
Do you think she knew from the get-go? Do you think she knew?
Yeah.
Why?
Because that's his wife.
Okay.
If you can be 100 with any person, it's your wife.
Niggas is not... Nigga, what?
Yeah,
can you drop some bombs? I know so many niggas who don't tell their wife shit.
Not about that cheating and shit, but a lot of motherfuckers be honest with their wife. A lot of times that's what make their bond so strong, because she feels like she knows him better than even his parents knew him.
I think here I have two ideas. I think she knew, and then she was in it for because my thing is they still had to have sex to have that baby.
Yeah.
So are you just out here comfortably having sex with a nigga that you know also gets dick?
Yeah. Some women is cool fucking with a butt burglar. A lot of women peg niggas. She might have been pegging them. We don't know what they was doing sexually.
We don't
Remember
know.
when you was talking about the girls who play with niggas' butts and get their fingers sucked and all that type of weird, all that type of shit? You know, she might have been pegging him and doing all that shit.
Pegging him is one thing, and then to think that he's sleeping with a whole nother man is a whole different situation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
some women is cool with that shit. Didn't you say your homegirl's fucking with a nigga who used to be gay?
I have. I do have a homegirl.
Yeah, women is cool with that shit. They cool with the butt buddies. You know, everybody got their own different cup of tea that they sip on.
To the point where you would stop talking to your sister and let that ruin y'all's relationship?
The Bible said a man will leave his mother and father for his wife. A lot of motherfuckers forsake their family for their mate. Even if you know he guilty? Yeah. A lot of times when you know, a lot of motherfuckers is riders. A lot of niggas say, is that a rider? A lot of people say, free my homeboy, knowing your homeboy committed that murder. So in order for a female to be a rider, I gotta do what? What makes her a rider? I'm just saying she a rider. She like what though? She was right or wrong. She was by his side, no matter. So I gotta hide the weapon. I gotta let you sleep with men. And I gotta disown my sister. I ain't say you got to. I said she did that, and that makes her a rider. Why? But that's what I'm saying. What is the criteria for being a rider? Just staying down with your man. No matter what. No matter what. Guess I'll never be a rider then. Hey, I didn't say a rider was something that you should be. I'm just saying that's something that she is. You already know that that's something that's heavy in our community. We are what niggas is saying. You want a rider, this and that. I'll help you hide that gun. Want a rider, but shit, like I told my wife, motherfucker, I didn't get with you to be a fucking rider. I had riders. I had women hide guns for me. I had women do all that type of shit for me. So what is your wife supposed to be? My fucking wife. She's supposed to be the motherfucker who takes care of the fucking bill. She's supposed to be the motherfucker that when I bring the money home, you distribute it evenly. When the kids are home and I'm not home, you make sure my kids not just straight. For your household. I'm saying in general. So if the wife is not the rider, then what are her responsibilities? Wife responsibilities. Whatever you think a wife is, that's what a wife's supposed to do. A wife ain't supposed to hide guns for you. You shouldn't even be trying to get married if you still need her to hide a gun for you. Okay, what if a situation? Because I'm sure when she got with Aaron, she didn't think she was going to be hiding guns. I'm sure she thought, oh, okay, this nigga about to get drafted or whatever the case may be, and we about to be living lavish. And so she didn't know that. So a situation presents itself. You're married, not you. A man is married, and now we in a situation. Is she supposed to help him in that situation? It's up to her own personal discretion. You make whatever decision is right for you. Okay. If you feel like staying down with this nigga is gonna put you in prison too, maybe you might want to not ride. That's what I was waiting on. It depends on who you are. It's your own personal fucking discretion. Okay. Did you catch that? Because he sent a text right at like, let's say 3:18 that said, it's in the whatever box in case you're looking for it. And then they put that same text with her walking out the house and throwing the trash away. Yeah, getting the gun. And I was like, they're not going to bring her up on no type of charges, no nothing? You didn't hear her play dumb? Oh, you put it in the dumpster? Which dumpster? I don't know. Yeah. Bitch, it's your house. How you don't know? She played dumb. She did what she was supposed to do. She's a writer. Yeah, but I don't want to call her a writer. Why? Because I feel like riding. No, here's my thing. What's a rider? You can be a rider and still use common sense. Would I have hid the gun? Sure. But that doesn't mean I'm going to accept you sleeping with me. You know what I'm saying? Like she be a rider. No, you don't. But you can be intelligent and be a rider is what I'm saying. You don't have to be. She's a rider that ain't intelligent, but she's still a rider. You have to draw the line somewhere. Shit, some people don't draw the line. Some people ain't got no line. We all know a female who's fucking with a nigga who everybody knows he cheating, including her. And they cool with that. That's their dynamic. If that's what make y'all happy, be happy. You might not be happy with it, but they happy with it. I know some motherfuckers in their 40s and 50s that got a open type of relationship. Exactly. So it's not crazy far-fetched. My fucking grandparents. Like, we know old motherfuckers. Remember in the Ray movie, when she was like, oh, you know she fucked up, and he was like, oh, I already sent her some money. Like, they had an understanding about the other bitches. When that nigga went to jail, when she was like, nigga, they gonna take away something that you love more than drugs and women. They gonna take away your music. She knew about them other bitches, but she wasn't tripping.
I literally just thought of a dynamic of where a man has been with a woman. He's about in his 50s, and he's been with this woman for like 15 years, right? This 50-year-old man started dating another woman, dated her for like 5-6 years, and the older woman found out. And so she told him, like, oh, you know, I feel like this is just a fling. They're still continuing to date, still continuing to go on trips, still continuing to do their thing. And and here it is now, almost 2 years later. She knows and ain't left the house, ain't went nowhere, ain't shit. Like, and is still going on trips with him too, though.
Because they thinking is he a fucking dog, but he's my dog.
That is, here's my thing.
He comes home.
The other woman, it's beneficial for her because she's dating other niggas and doing her thing too. But as the person, I've been with you for 15 years and you out
here. Is he taking care of home?
Yeah.
Well, it's beneficial then. He taking care of home. That's her benefit. She's taken care of. Yeah, he doing his thing, but motherfucker, I ain't got to worry about the fucking lights getting turned off.
I mean, you mean like paying all the bills and this and that?
Taking care of her in any way. Does he fulfill her sexually? Obviously, because she ain't going nowhere.
No. He doesn't.
They not fucking.
He doesn't sleep with the older one.
At all.
At all.
Well, he's fulfilling her emotionally. Obviously, there's a reason she's staying there.
I think this is the sad part that I've seen a lot of women do, and I feel like it starts probably around women's early 30s, is you get attached to somebody over time. Just because, I didn't put 5 years in, I didn't put 7 years in. I don't give a fuck.
It's a comfort zone.
None of that. If you get to treating me shitty, then am I really comfortable? If you get to disrespecting me and whatnot, am I really comfortable?
It's familiar bullshit.
Oh,
they don't want to deal with
said that
new
before,
bullshit.
But
they rather
ladies,
deal with your bullshit than deal with another nigga bullshit.
Ladies, get out of that. Because while you over here trying to get comfortable with bullshit, you might be missing some quality shit. Right?
And you might be missing some new bullshit, and that's why they don't leave.
Who says that? To me, that's like insane. It really is. It is insane because the definition of insane is doing the same shit and expecting a different result. And that's the shit that women do. They'll catch a nigga cheating. This the 7th time, and you think he finna change now?
Y'all know that's not really the definition of insanity, right?
What is the definition?
Albert Einstein just made that shit up.
What is the definition of
the insanity? Absence of sanity. That's literally what it is.
Then I feel Albert like that could be
the definition of insanity that everybody say, doing the same shit, expecting different results, that's just something that Albert Einstein said. It's just a famous quote. It's not in the dictionary. But it's fucking stupid. It's doing the same shit over and over again. It's just dumb. It's not the definition of insanity. When people say that, I'm sanity? Just like...
Listen, you just said the absence. That's not even I don't think that's a definition.
But
like with an example.
Sane people go to work every day and think that a raise is going to come, even though it's not. Sane people do a lot of the same shit over and over again, thinking something is going to change.
If you at a job, you should be getting a raise.
But a lot of people don't. And a lot of people stay at that job like, well, if I just work a little harder, I'm going to get a raise or I'm going to get a promotion, knowing damn well it ain't going to come. A lot of women fuck with a nigga thinking he going to change. I had a homeboy. Married a woman thinking that she was gonna change once the ring slid on. Like, once we get married, all this crazy shit talking she doing, that's gonna stop. Oh, nigga, once we get married, nigga, she gonna be the same motherfucker. She just gonna have a ring on. Like, people think that shit is gonna change. It's just natural fucking stupidity of human fucking beings to think that shit is gonna change because we want it to. But that's not going to stop motherfuckers from doing the same shit. That's why niggas stay in comfort zones. That's why people are afraid to start businesses. Because they comfortable at their job.
Do you think that's why?
They not making enough money at their job, they comfortable. They know that the check don't come.
No, I don't think a lot of people stay in their current situation because it's insane or hoping for changes, because Fear will keep you in a place because you will talk yourself out of some shit. You'll say, well, if I do this, if I jump off this or whatever, then that's going to happen. And you done already talked yourself out of it because you done created all these scenarios of failure. Exactly. And so nobody wants to fail, but you have to understand that on the other side of failure is success, or even if not that, a learned lesson so that you can be successful. I'm guilty of that shit. I feel like in my mind, I could have been on a whole lot earlier in my career as far as acting this and that, but I let fear prevent me from doing a lot of shit, and I made excuses for a lot of the things. I was like, oh, I can't do comedy. I got Bailey. I don't have nobody to watch him. But have you even asked one of your partners who say all the time, I'll watch Bailey for you? So I don't necessarily feel like that's insanity, expecting change to come. You have to understand that change comes with change behavior.
But it's not.
So that's why it's not okay for you to, it's okay to think that your nigga gonna change after one time of fucking up. You know what? You putting in some effort. I see some changes. I see him doing this. Okay. But after the motherfucker done showed you 7 damn times, that's when it becomes insane.
But they don't want a new nigga to show them 7 new times.
Then you need to address the behavior in yourself and in that person that caused you to do that so that you don't repeat the same cycle.
But a lot of them do.
A lot of them do, but I'm just saying
that's their problem. That's why they don't be wanting to jump
quality options and dialogue so that you can look at your shit.
That's why they don't want to jump off the motherfucking toadstool. Because they like, if I jump off into this bitch, I'm going to fall in this water and drown.
Success culture.
Yeah.
With
you get
Aaron
away with everything
Hernandez.
when you're popping.
So, do you think that he murdered somebody when he was in college?
You get away with a lot when you're popping. He probably assumed he was going to get away with it because he was cracking. He
They
socked
did
that
cover
bartender
that
and got away with that shit.
Yes. No, when he was down there in Florida and whatever happened in it, boy, he stopped them, and then it was another situation that did not go investigated of somebody getting killed.
Mm-hmm.
I think honestly,
they was covering up shit for him.
They was covering up shit for him too. When you realize that you can get away with a certain level of shit, it does breed you
to push your limits. Motherfuckers be like, shit, if I got away with assault, nigga, let me see what assault with a deadly weapon gonna do. Oh damn, I got away with that. Let me check this murder shit out.
And it's sad, but it's true.
Yeah,
like,
you give a motherfucker an inch, they gonna take a mile. That's what it is.
But I feel like, okay, are we co-conspirators to that type of culture?
Who's we?
We, as in general, with
Society?
The celebrity worship and sports worship.
To a degree, yeah. Hell yeah. Because a lot of times we'll defend our favorite celebrity doing some bullshit, and we know it's some bullshit. If it was somebody we didn't like, it'd be some bullshit. But because that's my favorite rapper, oh no, I'm gonna find a reason why snitching is cool.
Right.
Because I like him. Like when 50 Cent snitched in the fucking Get Rich or Die Trying movie, nigga, we just passed on by. Bow, pow, officer down. Oh, that ain't snitching because we like 50 Cent. Nigga, Get Rich or Die Trying was dope. But when 6ix9ine snitched, he a bitch.
6ix9ine snitched in real life. We're talking about real life versus a movie?
There's a song called Ghetto Quran. 50 Cent snitching all over that song.
Saying what?
He's snitching.
Saying what?
What'd he say? Supreme was the businessman and Prince was the killer.
Yeah,
he said that in that
he
song.
He basically talked about his hood and all the big drug dealers and street niggas from the hood. He told the story.
And he by name. He said their names.
But then 2 niggas was already in jail for those exact crimes.
No, those niggas was on trial for those crimes at the time that song came out.
Did they use 50 Cent song to put
Yep.
The song never came out.
Why the fuck did I hear it then?
Oh,
I've never heard it.
Well, it got the streets had it.
Yeah,
the
streets.
Didn't get released.
The streets.
The industry didn't. Like, you had to be a special somebody.
But
again, he made it, though. So he
like
made a song about the drug dealers
snitching
in his community.
Snitching.
So is that snitching if I'm making a song about the drug dealers in my community?
When you put it in your own biopic that you have control over and you snitch in a song in the movie, and you just happen to have snitched on a song in real life before the movie came out, nigga, you knew what you was doing. You was snitching.
Why didn't the song come out?
That nigga snitched in the movie like it was some heroic shit. Pow, pow, officer down. They watched the nigga shoot the cop and everything.
Well, that's when he had got shot, and the record label didn't want to. They shelved his album.
Oh, so he had put it on an album that was never released.
It never released.
Snitched on some niggas he was beefing with. But again, that shit could have came out.
It could have, yeah.
And it was. This is when shit was getting leaked in the streets.
One of his hardest songs too.
Because us all out here on the West Coast heard that snitching ass song. Because when I heard it, me and the homie was sitting here like, oh, this nigga snitching like a motherfucker. This is why they was calling him a snitch. This is snitching. Don't say my name and say I'm a killer. And you take my real name. How you think Bobby Shmurda and them got cracked? Meech caught a body about a week ago. What the fuck is wrong with y'all niggas? Nigga, the statute of limitations ain't up, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about real shit for on a song? That's retarded. Niggas be doing that shit. That's the reason I don't get in these niggas rap videos. I got a gang of homeboys shoot rap videos and shit. I be right there. I don't want to be on camera. Because niggas be talking some shit and I be like, nah, nigga, I'd rather not. I don't take pictures with niggas because I don't want the police to be like, who's the light-skinned one?
That's what they gonna say.
Hell yeah. Them motherfuckers be sitting there looking at pictures of all these niggas like, okay, these are the nutty blocks. Who's he? I'm cool. I don't want to be in pictures. I be around the homies all the time when they flicking it up. I'll be over there. Because shit like that, motherfuckers get cracked off pictures. Motherfuckers get cracked off songs. Motherfuckers get locked up off songs all the time.
That is true. Wasn't Plies on trial for some shit he said in the song too?
I'm not sure about Plies, but I know for a fact niggas get locked up behind that shit. Like, and with 50 Cent, again, we like 50 Cent, so we excuse snitching.
For him. That's true.
So that's the
shit. R. Kelly, we made an excuse for this nigga the first time, only to find out.
Not me.
We was all wrong.
Not me.
I was a child.
Ask my mom.
I was a child.
My mom showed me the tape. My mom brought me the tape. My mom was like, nigga, check this shit out. She kicked my little brothers and my little sister out the room and put that bitch in the VCR. She said, that's R. Kelly. I said, you fucking right. That nigga's a nasty fucking bastard.
I've never to this day seen the tape. I've seen a piss poor version and a clip.
I saw a piss poor version and he was pissing on that poor little girl. That in the video, he do like a little practice hump too. Like he literally was like this looking and shit, and he was like, so you could see what he was doing in the video. And then he pissed on the girl to NSYNC. I want it that way. I was like, I wouldn't want it that way.
You're stupid. I can't with you.
He pissed on her to some fucking NSYNC and fucking 98 Degrees. I'm like, nigga, the fuck? You couldn't even piss on a bitch to none of your shit. You got good music. You could have pissed on her to 12 play.
Listen,
wasn't she 12?
They don't fuck to their own song. Oprah asked Usher that one time.
He could have fucked her to Avant, the fake R. Kelly.
I can't.
Or Case. It was a lot of good R&B in the 90s. He could have fucked her to a lot of shit.
How about he just shouldn't have been fucking a 12?
He shouldn't have.
That girl though on the video was like 16.
I don't give a fuck. She was a kid. She was visibly a kid. Like when I watched the video, I'm like, that bitch young.
Listen. So we make excuses. Yeah, I'm not even gonna go there. We make excuses for the people that we like.
Just crazy. Like when a nigga that you think is cute smack your booty at work and you let that shit slide.
At work?
Hell yeah.
Nigga, what job is that?
I done smacked some booty at work.
Nah, a nigga can't slap my booty.
When I was a school bus driver, shit, it was all type of sexual harassment going on at that motherfucker.
Bro, sexual harassment went on when I was like working bullshit jobs at like Walgreens and fucking Victoria's Secret and the Gap.
Now you see.
16, 17. As an adult.
You just said where you at where this shit happening. You just named it.
Listen, as an adult.
Back in the Gap, working at the Gap.
I did used to work
motherfuckers was touching each other's Gap.
Listen, I used to steal hella jeans out the Gap.
I hope the statute of limitations is up on that shit.
I just want to let
them motherfuckers gonna be like,
hey, I'm snitching
Chelsea
on
Berry,
myself.
I saw her ass on Fox Soul. She stole them goddamn dungarees from this motherfucker.
Not dungarees, listen.
The knickerbockers.
Gap was the only place that had jeans long enough for your girl back in the day. And it was way too expensive.
And she says she not tall.
Listen.
Her jean size is fucking 32, 49.
Don't be mad.
49 length.
You're a petite man. It's okay.
I'm not petite. I'm fun sized.
Okay.
I'm fun sized. I'm enjoyable.
Okay, petite.
Yo, I've never heard petite used for a man. For a man? Come on, man. Don't.
Oh, he can do me with a 32 inch, but then I can't call this nigga petite.
I can't even dispute that shit. I've been called petite before.
Exactly. He light skinned, he thin, he's petite.
And I'm like, I crack jokes with a lot of niggas. So petite has got dropped on me because
it is what it is.
Niggas be warring. Motherfuckers get hit with the shots.
He started. I don't even come in here on that. He started that shit.
She a damn lie. She a hoe.
You didn't start that shit off with the intro, bro?
What? I was bigging you up. What are you talking about? I said celebrity, actress, model, and she's shooting jokes.
I just want
Dog.
CJ is fine.
CJ is fine. You want me to say she's fine? Fine ass CJ. That's what we gonna say.
This is what we doing right now.
And get a nigga all in trouble and shit.
I just want you to say,
she fine?
CJ. No, yo, listen. I met your wife. She cool as fuck. There was no reason.
My wife is fine. She's gorgeous.
Right.
Babe, if you can see this, you're amazing. You
amazing.
are the most beautiful.
Anybody who's dealing with church shit on a daily basis is a special kind of woman.
Lucky motherfucker.
Oh.
To be able to deal with a nigga like, man, you are lucky.
Okay. So peep this though. This is what I found out that was interesting at the end. Do you think that Aaron killed himself, or do you think the niggas in that jail killed him once they found out he was gay?
He killed himself. They don't kill niggas for being gay in jail.
Listen, wait, no. Okay. They killed, do you remember the last little clip? Because it was another murder in that same prison by a guy who found out that he was a homosexual or whatever. When it got leaked on the radio, and mind you, that was some fucked up shit in and of itself for whoever those two radio hosts were to even say all the shit that they did, because that was hella not cool. This nigga had. Here's my thing.
Or some shit like that.
Why would he?
He said he's a tight end or he's a wide receiver.
And they was.
That was a good joke.
Listen.
That's a good joke. It was funny.
They said what they said. That shit was leaked. That nigga had just beat the other case. I would have thought this nigga, you know what I'm saying? If I beat a whole murder case at the nigga who was the nigga who he was with, who shot him in the eye? The whole situation. Why would I off myself 2 days later? I just beat a murder case.
So his family could get the money because he was on trial for a whole another murder case that he didn't think he was gonna beat. Do
you think he didn't think he was gonna beat that?
His lawyer told him this shit ain't looking good, nigga.
When?
Shit, his lawyer said it. He was like, you beat that one, nigga. This new one right here, this shit ain't looking good for you.
No, he was about to do an appeal. He had got evicted. His lawyer had said, I want to appeal this shit. His lawyer said, no, wait. Let's deal with this other one, and then we'll come back to this shit. Once they had beat that shit, nigga, it was looking like hope.
But then he realized in the law that if you, what's the name? Because he had got convicted on one. If you die while your appeal is open,
I saw that.
Then you get the appeal, and he wanted for his family to get the money. That's why in the note he circled you're rich, so his family could get the money. If I kill myself and I get off on this shit, y'all get all the money that the Patriots owe me. But if I rot in here and I get convicted, they don't got to pay y'all shit. Now y'all on the street fending for yourself. But if I die, y'all got $40 million.
I saw that, but 2 days later, I don't think he thought that he was gonna die in there.
Not
even one time.
I don't think you think you're gonna die, but if somebody gives you an offer to say, hey, if you kill yourself, your family gonna be straight forever. A lot of niggas that kill themselves.
Opportunities to kill himself way before, after beating a murder case.
He didn't know that it would be beneficial.
What's up, dude?
Do you think it was like one of the people that was killed, people in jail that killed?
It could have been. I don't think we really know how that went down.
How did he kill himself? He hung himself?
Yeah.
Anybody could have got in there. You know what I'm saying?
He
like
a big
shady
nigga,
shit go on in jail.
Yeah, I would think they would have like stabbed him up and beat him up
Exactly.
before they was able to hang him.
Exactly, that's what I mean. Like the way that it was done, it looked like suicide. Like in prison, for you to get a big, strong, motherfucking aggressive ass dude like that and hang him without no signs of struggle, even if a nigga sleep. You can't hang a nigga that sleep. Like if I'm in prison, you can't touch me in my sleep if I'm in prison, because I know it goes down at any time. So I'm not gonna be sleeping so heavy that you can hang me. So I think that motherfucker was like, look, if I gotta do this shit for my family to be straight, then fuck it, because I'm gonna do life any motherfucking way. So it's life and watch my family struggle over the phone, or just end this shit right now and know that I got the peace of mind of my daughter gonna be able to go to college off this shit. My wife gonna be straight. My daughter gonna go to private school for the rest of her life.
I don't think he really gave a shit about the wife, but I did get the vibe that he loved his daughter because he made reference to her multiple times via the phone conversations. And my thing is, I'm saying in a sense, shady shit goes down in jail all the day. They could have stabbed this nigga up and then hung the body up. You know what I'm saying?
But I think they'd mentioned if he was stabbed up.
Why? My thing, if I want to sell you a story, bro, if I want to do some shady shit, I'm not finna tell you all the pieces.
But what's
you think they
reason
completely
to protect
honest? Who
the
knows?
killers?
Who fucking knows? There's a lot of shady shit that go on all the time that missing pieces to the story be like,
But they don't have no reason to kill him.
Do they?
They could have pimped him way more while he was alive than him being dead.
Okay, so then why did the nigga who he allegedly shot in the face didn't snitch on him when it happened? If a nigga shoot me,
street nigga,
then why snitch years later? You get in the courtroom and tell everything.
Because it became beneficial.
How?
Once I realized I could get some time off, now I'm a snitch on you.
That nigga wasn't in jail. That nigga was free walking around with that fucked up eye.
He had an open case. That's how the lawyer caught his ass up when he was like, yeah. And it's really telling that now you want to snitch now that you got all these open cases going on. And that's when he kind of froze. He didn't say
open case. He said you had prior cases. None of his shit was currently open.
Yeah, it was open. He was like, yeah, now that we got you with this shit and this shit, now all of a sudden you got all this information for us. But when you originally got shot, you wasn't saying shit.
No, because that nigga said out his mouth he wanted revenge. When they asked him that, he was like,
why
didn't you tell them?
Because he wanted to get him. But now that he realized he got something on the table that's going to help him, now he going to snitch on him. But at first, he didn't want to snitch because he was like, no, I'm going to murk this nigga.
Years?
Yeah.
That's crazy. If a nigga shoot me in the face, I got to get you back at you. Like, I don't have time.
He didn't have access to him. I'm shot in my face. I gotta get reconstructive surgery. I gotta recover. But once I'm able to get up and get cracking in these streets, I'm after your ass.
The way they had set that nigga up as to be whoever he was, it shouldn't have took as long as it did. Because allegedly, the way they built him up, and that's what I'm saying, some of this shit is dramatized. They built this nigga up as if he was that nigga. He had people. He had this. He had that.
Who?
The guy who got shot in the eye.
Well, yeah.
Because my thing is the two people that Aaron Hernandez went to get to protect him, which does tell me that he did do something fucked up, because you wouldn't got these niggas. These were not your long lost best friends or no shit from nobody from where you from. So you went and got two random ass dudes to quote unquote protect you. That let me know in and of itself you're not really with the shits.
Yeah, he's from Connecticut. He was from fucking Bristol, Connecticut. So to him, they look pretty good. Let me get them. And that's what he did. But the thing is, like when it comes to homeboy who they were saying had all the resources to go get him, it wasn't that he was like this big kingpin, but at the same time, he wasn't just gonna go send two niggas at an NFL player. Like that wasn't gonna come right back to him. Like if the nigga who shot me gets shot 2 weeks after I get shot, the first door they gonna knock on is my door. So he was gonna wait at least a little minute and try to figure out a way to make it look like he just happened to get shot at a party or some shit. He couldn't just go right after him. Like you don't.
No, here's my thing. Enough time had passed for that shit to have been handled. Just for you to turn around though and get on the stand and get the snitching. Cause
he got it, like I said, it's beneficial. I've had a bunch of homeboys who waited until they went to jail to start rolling on homies. We got niggas from my hood right now that them motherfuckers didn't say shit until the judge threw some gears at their ass. Now all of a sudden,
that's what it was about. Okay, you facing
woo. So, yeah, once it becomes beneficial to you, you like, man, fuck this nigga. Especially because he already in jail now. I can't even get to him. So I might as well hang his ass.
So it's okay to snitch if the person is on the way to jail?
It ain't okay. I ain't say it was okay. I'm just saying that's why he did it. I ain't say it's okay. Because niggas snitch because they don't want to get 100 years, but that don't make it okay. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying that's why the motherfuckers do it. You still a bitch ass nigga. But that's the reason they do it. Because when you get in that little room, the fucking cop gonna be like, Your homeboy done already told on you. You might as well tell us. Oh, you don't want to see your daughter again? Oh, you gonna go do 50 years for this nigga? You might as well tell. And niggas be like, you know what? You right.
That's
and then they tell and they some
right
bitch ass niggas. Yeah, some bitch ass niggas. I'm not justifying it though. I'm just saying that's why they do it, but it's still some bitch ass shit.
So with all of this that we discussed, all the shit that he'd been through, some things family, some things that he endured throughout suppressing his sexuality, the whole nine. Do you think all of those things plus then having CTE not excuses his behavior, but
contributed? Fuck yeah.
Oh no. I know it contributed. I'm trying to ask you, like,
let's say we have him a pass.
Almost kind of like, damn.
Like, do I feel sympathy for him?
Yeah. Do you feel like shit?
It's 50-50.
Yeah.
Because just like that one football player said, motherfucker, we get hit in our fucking head too. Nigga, I'm a football player too, motherfucker. That don't mean I go shoot people.
Yeah, but it may not have affected your brain like that. This is just like some of us. I'm a product of the projects, but I'm still out here flourishing. While some other young lady might be a product of projects and is out here being pimped and hoed and some more shit. That doesn't to me say, oh, well, bitch, I made it out, so you need to figure. I would never take that type of mindset because shit affects people differently. Yeah. As I was able to use my situation to push me forward and I had people around me to champion me forward. This nigga didn't have none of that shit.
But that's why, like, I have sympathy for him, but at the same time, like, it is what it is. Like, I feel like, you know, that motherfucker should have sought therapy. A lot of, like, you know,
you can't say that shit when you know that shit is frowned upon.
Like, me and one of my partners, we had a conversation about that shit. I was like, nigga, I feel like all NFL players, it should be mandatory.
I agree.
Like,
it should be mandatory.
Fucking class of how to get out of shit. Because they literally have a class that they give all brand new athletes on how to avoid stupid shit, avoid groupies, stay away from dumb shit. Them motherfuckers should have mandatory fucking therapy.
I agree.
Like, you should get a psychiatric evaluation when you get fucking drafted. And they should
did one. He failed it.
But exactly, but that's what I'm saying. They should have assigned him a fucking therapist. Like, nigga, if you want to stay on this fucking team every Friday, you gonna have to go see Dr. fucking Leibowitz, nigga. Because you're not finna be in this bitch bouncing off the fucking walls and doing dumb shit and keeping us in the fucking news. Nigga, you need to go see this therapist and tell her all your little problems and how you got your butt touched as a kid and all that type of shit.
But that just goes to show you that it's really about profit, because the Patriots did do an exam and they showed where this nigga felt the maturity part of it. Mm-hmm. And you still drafted him because you knew that their talent was strong.
Play.
Yeah, that nigga could play.
Mm-hmm.
So but it's like you held accountable to some level as well.
But you see the way that motherfucker Robert Kraft walked the fuck up out that courtroom like he didn't see him. He like, bitch, please.
But the fact that he came, he didn't have to fucking come. He was not subpoenaed. But that nigga came because he felt
against him.
What did he say? He didn't testify against him.
Mm-hmm. That's why he walked through that bitch like he didn't see him.
What did he say?
Like, man, fuck this nigga.
He said he had no recollection of anything. He didn't say anything damaging to his case.
Yeah, but he said something to exonerate himself. Like, I don't know what the fuck that motherfucker.
That's what white men gonna do. They gonna always cover their own ass. But he didn't say anything that was damaging to Aaron's case. Like I said, I think it spoke volumes.
He didn't say nothing that helped Aaron's case.
No, he didn't either. But
that's what I'm saying, though. Like,
I wouldn't expect him to.
He didn't come on Aaron's behalf. Like, yeah, he didn't have to come, but he came to cover his own ass. Yeah. So it wasn't like he came to hook up Aaron. He came to hook himself up.
Did he? Because what would he have been really facing? Not a bitch ass thing. The fact that he came, I think, speaks volumes. He was facing
a PR situation.
Yes, that's what white people care about.
But that's what I'm saying, though. He didn't give a fuck about Aaron. He gave a fuck about himself.
I think it was for him 50-50. I think he really gave a fuck. Because listen, just the way that niggas
didn't even look at him. If I give a fuck about somebody, I'm gonna at least give him like a, man, I tried to help you, dog. If I don't give a fuck, I ain't even gonna look at you.
Just the way that niggas latch on to masters, the same way master, I likes this nigga. That's my good nigga.
He didn't like that nigga.
He liked that nigga. Because here's my thing, the fact that
right up out that motherfucker.
All the video footage of the games they won and shit
he was making them a lot of money.
Exactly. So I like this nigga. That's my money making.
Yeah,
nigga.
and once this motherfucker cost me some money, fuck that nigga. I'm finna go save myself and walk right past that nigga like I don't see him.
Well, am I supposed to look at him?
Hell yeah.
And do what?
If I care about somebody, I'ma look at them.
It wasn't a care like that, like, oh, this is my dog, we have him over at the house. But I'm just saying, like, he didn't have to come at all.
He did, to save himself. That's why he came.
I feel like him actually coming probably put him more in a PR situation than anything, because you are the fucking owner of this legendary ass team. That's why you go and
say, hey, nigga, wasn't me, dog.
That's why he did it. Wasn't you what? He wasn't on trial for shit.
Yes, he was. He was on trial in the court of public opinion. So he went into that courtroom to say, hey, dog, we didn't know about none of this crazy ass shit.
Do you think he had to do that? Again.
He did it on purpose. He did it to cover his own ass.
His ass was already covered.
Not exactly. Them niggas is the Patriots. Them motherfuckers have a reputation for being sparkly clean. So that nigga wanted to go protect
the coach. Someone who has more.
It looks better when you send the top man.
I'll give you that.
They want to show you how serious they are. Nigga, we sent the owner, nigga. You know we serious.
I'll give you that.
So that's why he did that shit. It wasn't about fucking Aaron Hernandez. That shit was about protecting the Patriot way.
Why do you think Aaron turned around? They said that nigga turned around 17 times.
Because he was like, God damn, really, nigga? Like, damn, I thought we was cool. Because he didn't even look at his mom. He didn't look at none of his family. He was stone-faced. But when you saw Robert Kraft walking, that nigga was like this. Damn, Robert Kraft ain't fucking with me? Robert Kraft was like,
I don't think he felt that way.
No, nigga. Why you think he was looking at Robert Kraft?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's a nervous feeling. If I'm on trial and I keep looking back,
because he know like this. That's the motherfucker who's been protecting me. All this shit I've been doing, I've been protected by the college, the football team, the owner of my professional team. Mm-hmm. Once my protection go walking out, I'm naked now. When he was in Florida, I'm a Florida football player, so I can sock people in the face, shoot people, and get away with it because I play for Florida. When I'm on the Patriots, I can get away with murder because I'm a fucking Patriot. But once the Patriots go walking out,
the Patriots had already dropped him.
They dropped
all that had already happened. It wasn't like, they're protecting me, they're coming to my rescue. I'm on trial. I already had to spend my money on lawyers and all this. It's not like the Patriots had aided him in any way.
He wasn't spending his money. He was spending the Patriots' money. Who was paying him?
But I'm saying money he had, yes. Yeah. But they had dropped him. Again, so this is whatever the fuck you have left from when you were playing.
They drop you for the look of dropping you. A lot of times they pick players up after they drop them. That nigga that played for the Chiefs after he beat that girl up, they dropped him. A couple months later, when they needed him, picked his ass back up. Like, dropping you is a PR move. It's not dropping you. So just like when he saw Robert Kraft,
do you think he was still getting a check though?
When you still on trial before you get convicted, they still gotta pay you.
Do they?
Yeah. That's why he killed himself, because if his appeal went through, he still gets paid. But if his conviction goes through, he's fucked. He ain't getting no money. He gonna sit in fucking prison for life while his family struggle.
I remember that, but I just think here's my thing. If I get a murder case and then 2 days later, I don't even think it was 2 days. I think it might have been a day.
Because the thing is, he beat that double murder. He didn't beat the murder of the
That's what I'm saying.
But that's the thing, though.
He was getting ready to appeal that shit. He had the lawyer he had with the first case was not the lawyer that he beat the double murder with.
You don't got to appeal a case you beat, so he was convicted, and that's the thing. If you convicted and your appeal don't go through, that's when you ass out. And when you got new murder cases popping up while you on appeal, that doesn't look good.
But then if I beat that shit, with a brand new fucking lawyer, I got a new legal team.
But when your lawyer say, this shit ain't looking good.
Did he say that?
Hell yeah. He said, nigga, how you got 2 whole new cases pending and you got a fucking case you trying to appeal?
Then they beat that. I'm saying after that, did he say to him, shit was looking up, bro?
He said shit was looking bad.
Nah.
And that's when he was like, fuck this shit.
I just beat a double murder case where they found a murder car in my auntie garage. What?
And then some other shit popped up. And he was like, dog.
No more shit popped up after that. That double murder case, they found the car in his auntie garage.
Yeah. And homeboy starts snitching on his ass. And
exactly. And I beat that shit. and you telling me I can't beat some shit where they can't find the weapon, they only got the body. All they really had was suspicion. And me coming back to my house at the time of when they thought it was. Aaron Hernandez would have got away with that shit. He was convicted. But if I got a new legal team, and that nigga is an A1 ass lawyer.
But put it this way.
Nigga get you off
if I kill myself, I got a 100% chance of them doing it. With this lawyer, I got a 75% chance. That nigga went with that 100.
I don't know.
Because it's not guaranteed you gonna beat no appeal.
I don't think he killed himself.
I do, because when he wrote them suicide notes, I don't think
anybody can write them. Anybody can write that shit. I could have wrote that fucking note.
In my writing?
Who says it's his writing? Do we know Aaron Hernandez handwriting?
If my wife reads something and say, yeah, my husband wrote that, I would assume she knows my writing.
Or would she be paying attention to the fact that you're rich now is circled? Would you have to circle that shit for your wife? If I'm leaving my nigga a letter behind that I killed myself, I wouldn't even circle you're rich now. I wouldn't even write no shit like that. I would just let that shit play out. Why would I write that shit? Yes.
And you ain't got nothing circled? Like, I'm gonna tear that ass up when I see you?
No.
I got all types of...
All you gotta do is write it. And my thing is, no.
Because when I get letters, motherfuckers are... When niggas want to say something for real, they capitalize. They do all types of shit to say, look, nigga, this is the part to read. Because sometimes a nigga will send you a fucking 5-page letter.
True.
Like, nigga, show me the shit that's important in this letter. Write that shit in block letters so I know to actually read this part.
I'm just saying it's possible.
Because niggas know you'll halfway read some shit.
Niggas.
Because that's what happens. Motherfuckers are halfway read a jail letter. So let me circle this so she know. This is what the fuck finna go down.
Being, what's up on the bonus, baby?
Man, I try to find one. There's nothing.
Get the fuck out of here!
I swear, that's what I've been doing over here.
Nigga, you could ask who shot
anything,
or some shit.
Right?
You could ask about the Tyler Perry movie or some shit.
I don't even.
Who had the worst wig in the Tyler Perry movie or something?
This is we starting a year off on this shit.
Everything been all Kobe right now.
You could have found anything.
You could have asked who was better, Kobe or Jordan.
We went through this last
time. No, I'm not gonna do that right now. That's too early.
Kobe was better.
What? What did you just say?
Kobe was better.
Kobe was better.
Okay.
I've been saying this shit for like 5 years.
Listen, it's the same day. We're not in
Kobe was better. He was a better shooter.
So no bonus, great.
No bonus. However, today's winner of the Cat vs. Dog podcast.
He had one job.
A blowjob.
Was that your one job?
I don't blow.
Rooftop. He received.
That your boy putting you out here.
Young Dolemite, let's get out of here. Jesus Christ.
Oh, that has been another mind-blowing episode of the Cat vs. Dog podcast with myself, CJ. No pun intended. And my amazing co-host, Young Dolemite.
She ain't got no celebrity shit to say about me because I'm a real life street nigga.
Okay. I can't. I don't know what's wrong with these niggas. We're gonna figure it out and come back to you next Sunday at 3 p.m. Make sure to tune in to all of the podcasts here on Townhouse Media. List them off, co-host.
She don't know him, that's why. Seriously, not another podcast. Possibly Friday nights, but I doubt that now. Think possibly Monday nights. You know, might have a big surprise in store for y'all motherfuckers. Wednesday evenings, No Rules podcast. No Rules with a Z, 5 p.m. Wednesdays. Hump days will never be the same. Talk Flirty Tuesdays, the newest member of Townhouse Media, the Talk Flirty podcast with Nikki F. Witt. Go check that shit out. And Too Much Game, live at 5 p.m. Pacific.
Every Sunday.
Every Sunday. Not every Sunday. Sometimes, you know, Ben be resetting the shit. But on Sundays.
They do be resetting.
The Sundays when BB here. And support the Patreon. Patreon.com/Townhouse Media. Town E House Media.
Any closing words?
R.I.P. Kobe.
Yeah. Rest in peace to the legendary Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, definitely.
And if you're going through something, seek therapy. Talk to somebody. If you're going through something, say something. Is that it?
That's it, man.
All right, we'll see you motherfuckers next week. Hopefully, shit, you know. Eventually, we gonna see you niggas. Don't ain't true. We'll see you.